Sensory bottles. I love them. Do you have sensory bottles in your classroom? I have them at my desk. I use these for myself. I love sensory bottles. This is my glitter jar. This is my cosmic glitter jar. I've got some bigger star glitter in there and some small glitter, a little bit of cornstarch. Cornstarch, I keep wanting to say that. A little bit of corn syrup and some water. Pretty simple. These are really wonderful. This one is really heavy. It's made out of glass. So I would not necessarily recommend something this big and heavy and glass for an early childhood education classroom. These are my personal sensory bottles. I love these. And I use them fairly often. Sometimes if I'm feeling stressed out or I just need to focus, I can use these to help. Sensory bottles can come in all kinds of different shapes and forms. I happen to like this particular style of bottle because it's got the flat top. So you can turn it upside down and just leave it that way. And you can kind of do that in both directions. So that's what I like about these bottles. You can also get these bottles in plastic. These happen to be glass, like I mentioned earlier. But sensory bottles come in many different forms, right? This one's a glitter jar. I also have a wave jar. So this one is mineral oil on the top and water with a little bit of blue food. You can use food coloring. I think I used liquid watercolor for this and a little bit of cornstarch just to make it move a little bit more slowly. And this is a wave jar. So these are different kinds of sensory jars and you can use these in all kinds of different ways. This one's really fun. Another thing you can do with this is shake it up because it's really fun when it gets bubbly and it's kind of hard to see with the glare on there, but it looks really cool once the bubbles start settling down into the liquid down at the bottom. And you can use these in lots of different ways. Some people use them as a timer, although I want to make sure that you know that sensory tools are never ever to be used as punishment. So if you have sensory bottles in your classroom, please don't ever use them as a timer for timeout. These can be used as timers for different things, maybe fun activities if you want to use them as a timer. They can also be used as a great way to help children calm down and focus. A way for them to kind of get out of their mind and kind of back into their body by focusing on the glitter in the jar. I have another video on pre-scaffolding and kind of how to use those tools a little bit more, but just having sensory tools in your classroom available for students. If you've already gone over how to use these tools to help children calm down, then they can just go up and use them whenever they need them. So having sensory bottles in your classroom is really going to be helpful, and they don't all have to be liquid. They could be dry ingredients too. I have another sensory bottle that I keep in my office that has different colored pom-poms in it, and then we have these long plastic noodle, they're noodle beads in a little plastic bottle, just, like a small water bottle, right? It's got the ribs on the sides so that when you shake it, it makes lots of great noise. It's got lots of colors. It's very colorful and it also makes a lot of noise. So you can have dry ingredients, you can have wet ingredients in your sensory jar. It just kind of depends on what you're going for and what the child needs. Having sensory bottles in your classroom can be really helpful. It can be a wonderful self-regulation tool for them. So explore sensory bottles and find out how they can be fun for your classroom. If you'd like to learn more, please click the link in my description for my Sensory Mindful Starter Kit. Please remember to like, share, and comment. Hit the little bell if you'd like to get notifications when I make new videos. And if you'd like to learn more, please click the link in my description to my Sensory Literacy Starter Kit. Thank you for watching. My name is Shana of Sense Mindful Integration, and please remember to mind your senses.